in the world. Welcome to Radio.W.O.R.K.S. And today I'm here hosting. I'm Veronica Sosa, the migrant woman, and I'm so happy to be sharing these minutes with you together with my really good friend Marina Nani. Marina, how are you?
Wow, Veronica, I'm so excited to be here with like a dream coming true. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Radio.W.O.R.K.S World, the Migrant Woman Show. And Veronica is here with great news. You know, she brings the best in you. And the good news actually is the fact that while you are here, you are going to understand what it takes to achieve real, real, real wealth. Over to you, Veronica.
Totally. I'm here to share with you guys how my story real happened. And when you say about being real and the real wealth, it's good to understand what wealth come from. You know, the success or whatever we think what success is different for one of each of us. I don't know if it's right in English, but I hope it makes sense. What I'm trying to say here is that success for everybody is different. It means different, but I think deep down it will be as one the same to everybody. That is just to be focusing loving and caring. And when you love and care, then everything happens. Don't you think so, Marina?
Wow, Veronica, it is true. Success means different things to different people, and even to yourself. What success meant 5 years ago is very different than what success means to you right now. But one thing I would say, Veronica, for me, success is not something which is reserved for the few. It is your birthright. Success, it is your birthright. And unless you make it happen, unless you put your name on it, it's almost impossible to wait for anything anymore. What's the point? Success is your birthright, and you have to embrace it, and you have to take responsibility for it. It's up to you what you do with your birthright. Over to you, Veronica.
Totally agree with you, and I do believe that a lot of people is I'm gonna call them sleeping about it, because they don't know yet that they already were born with that magic tool inside, that talent that everybody has, and they just have to just be awake about it, feel it, and dream big and achieve it. And obviously, it's not something that happens from the day to another day. Just waking up, being successful. We need to work, not just outside, but inside. The work where everything starts from inside. And it's been happening to me. I started about 3 years ago, so I would like to share my story so people understand how I change or I've changed. Yeah, I come from Venezuela. I was born long time ago. And I moved
And
away.
Veronica, like our listeners, you could only get younger because the more you understand your true worth, the more you understand your divine essence, the more you understand what you are made of, the younger you get.
I
So it's
totally
not
agree.
it is not going down the path of aging because there is no such thing. It's exactly how you feel inside. So your age is exactly the way you feel inside. And I know you have a 16 years old heart. Over to you, Veronica.
You know that. So, well, yes, I was born in Venezuela with a beautiful family. I have, my dad and my mother. We were just united till I was 14 years old. And when I was 14 years old, well, life changed to everybody. My mother and my father got divorced. So, which for us was quite, I don't know, a challenge in a way because I was a teenager, so I could have a little bit more of freedom because my dad was the one who was always like not letting me go anywhere. And so I didn't measure how do you say that, how it was going to affect me in a way, because I was a teenager. But my sisters were younger than me, so they a little bit suffer more than me. Okay, so but to make the story short, I always was like a rebel, because I always wanted to be free. And in Venezuela, in a way, the education in that time, nowadays is terrible, the situation in my country actually. But in those days, women were, raised to just like, I don't know, study a good career that makes money, which is wrong. And as well that women were just the ones who were in the kitchen, something like that. So a little bit macho man thing. And obviously I was not prepared for that. I was a rebel. I just didn't want to just learn how to prepare really good food in the kitchen. But I wanted to just grow and see the world and talk to people, and I don't know, share stories, and I don't know, the energy. I'm always being kinesthetic, so I cannot stay longer in one place for like 5 minutes longer or something like that. And I need to be going and going and going. So when I was 18, I moved to America to learn English. So, well, I think I did good. I don't know, Marina, Marina, what you think.
I think you're absolutely fantastic. And you know what, Veronica? Sometimes I think you are entitled to create your own words,
Totally.
because there are words that the words got power, but certain words they don't have enough power to
Yes, yes.
express your idea. So obvious, creating your own words around your own personality, it could only be a brilliant thing.
It's
And you are
amazing.
absolutely, you are beyond brilliant. You are an agent of brilliancy who took brilliancy to the next level, and I don't know the word for it, but it will come to me.
We will manage to have at the end of the of the day. But well, so my life was really great. In America, I was just learning the language and meeting people and having fun. But I went back to my country, and I stayed there to study. But I didn't know what to study. My father wanted me to study to be a dentist, to become a dentist, because that's a good career. And but I didn't want to. I didn't feel comfortable about it. I wanted to be a dancer. So I don't know if it does make any difference between a dentist and a dancer. It depends how you feel and what your talent is. So obviously, I just didn't know what to do. So I just started studying everything I could. I studied like tourism. I study as well. I think 3 semesters of international trade, and I study 1 year of dentist. So I studied everything till I was 25 years old. Then I moved away from Venezuela, so because I couldn't fit in. I couldn't fit in the society and the thoughts and how it was. I wanted to be a little bit, I don't know, to learn about another cultures, and my spirit want to go, away. So I moved to Spain, and in Spain, I started from zero, from scratch. I was working behind a bar in Gran Canaria, Marina. I don't know if you knew this. I think it's the first time I'm telling you that. So I worked behind the bar, and for me, those years were really great, because I was just dancing and having fun, and I was young. So, but there was a moment that I said, okay, this is enough. I need, to settle down and to see what I'm going to be doing. So I went to just get a job, a normal job, like we call 9 to 5, So that's what I did. And within 6 months, I was running an English company for marketing and branding in Gran Canaria. So that was the first step for like feeling blessed and success, because I think the most important thing in life is what you give to others. And I've always been a giver, and I just realized that these days. Okay. So, okay, then I started working in the corporative world. Then I moved to this German company that was really good as well with marketing and branding. I was in the department of sales, so it was perfect. So I got 16 people that I could leader, and I was tremendously happy. So I met the love of my life in that time. I got married and I got a little baby. So one day, my daughter was 2 years old, and my husband, that he's from Belgium, he decided, or we decide, I say, that it was better to come to Belgium, where I'm based now, to leave. So because I felt that I could just do anything in life, that I was invincible, I moved without thinking, just thinking about my daughter. You know, how is that powerful love that mother feels for their son or daughter, you know? So I moved, and well, the things didn't go really good. As a migrant woman in Belgium, it was the worst ever happened to me. I touched rock bottom because of being, remembering me being or starting from a scratch in Spain, and just being successful in a company where I not just make it's not just only about the money, but I was making good money, and then I was settled with house and car and everything, this material thing that we give value. When I came here, I noticed that my friends, my life, my clothes, I don't know, you need people around you that love you and care about you. They were gone. They were not with me in these very difficult moments that I was having in Belgium at that time. But I took the decision because of my daughter to have a better education and everything. So I just tried to move on, but I couldn't because I didn't have the right tools to achieve it and to go through the depression that I had. You know, Marina, you can imagine coming from this beautiful island, sunny day and everything, mañana, mañana, like tomorrow, tomorrow, everything, happy in Spain, to come to Belgium when everything is like everybody's on their own space, rainy days, really cold weather, and another language totally different than, so for me it was a really, 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 it was a tough time. I don't know if you have ever felt like that, Marina, but
Many times.
for me it was difficult to go in the tram and see people hearing music with the audios, in the, I don't know how, earpiece, how do you call that in English?
Therapies, yes.
Yeah, thank you. So they have it there and they don't even move. It's like, and it's a different culture. I'm not willing to criticize because nowadays it's been different, and I have integrated to the community, obviously. But in that time, for me, I didn't know the tools. I didn't know anything. I just could see negativity around me. And I know there is a lot of people nowadays that are migrant. They go everywhere and they think, you know what? I am like this and I'm not going to change. And that's the worst thing to ever say to you when you are in this kind of position, that I think. I don't know what you think about it, Marina.
I think to me, every single challenge is a great opportunity, and dealing with rejection is one of the lessons I learned, and I'm very grateful for that because you see, rejection is when you think other people think something that is not good enough about you, or they
Yeah,
don't know you enough, and you are thinking, oh, they don't like me because they don't know me, but yet you are not doing anything about letting them know what you are made
exactly.
of. And
Exactly.
I revolve my life now around helping people to understand their true worth. They're pure gold. Each one of us got something so unique, exactly like you said, and so unknown. Each one of us is almost the best kept secret. And I made my life mission to turn that around, to help people stop being the best kept secret and showing what they're made of, and broadcasting their true truth, their true worth. Because it's nothing to do with others. You cannot let people tell you who you are. It's simple as
Totally.
that. You have
Totally.
to tell them who you are. And unless you start doing that, who is going to do it for you? You have to become your best spokesperson.
Yes.
Doesn't work another way. And coming back to dealing with rejection, it's all to do with what you think of yourself. So
Exactly.
when you go to so when you go to a new place like Belgium and everybody speaks a different language, they have different habits, they put they listen to their music, they don't care about you. You are nobody. But guess what? Nobody doesn't exist. Over to you,
Exactly.
Veronica.
No, totally, totally. So there was one time, Marina, that I went to these seminars for personal development, and that's when my life started to change. Because even though that we know that we are special and that we have the thing inside, some of us are sleeping and we don't have a clue about it. But there is a moment, a person, an angel that comes and knock your door, or even at these kind of seminars, or a situation that just bring the light to you, and then you realize how brilliant and how amazing you are, no matter what, no matter nothing. So that's what happened to me. I understood what I was in that moment and what I wanted to achieve, and know what the reason why I wanted to do it, why I wanted to achieve that. So yes, it become my passion, my journey to step one day at a time to become who I am today, to not just give the tools and the passion and the inspiration and motivation that whoever might need it, use it for, for a good purpose, for business with purpose, with everything but with purpose in life, because the earth need it. And it might sound a little bit, idealistic, I think is the word. But if we don't think like that, who else is going to think? If we don't move towards that, who else is going to do it? So we don't have to wait for the other to move. We have to move ourselves. We have to do things for a better world, for a better for our children, for our grown-up people as well, our parents, our grandfather and mother, so we need to do this. When we wake up and see this call and see that we can do it, then, it's not that everything's going to be really easy, actually. But with hard work and with the passion that you have, you will achieve it. And you might need a lot of people surround you that they are good to support you, like you, Marina, that you're an angel, and thank you for your support always. And you will get together with brilliant people as well that shine, like Marina, like a lot of radio hosts that they're willing to help and deliver that message that we need to keep moving. So it's amazing to see the journey, because once you get on track, obviously you get some bad days and good days, and it's good because life is a cycle. Life is a cycle. Like women, we are cyclists. So we need to get to know ourselves so good that we ask every day, when something happened to us that we don't like, what do we have to learn from this? How can I change this? And how can I be better, or not be better, just deal with it and learn from it? Because we are just what we are, and we have to accept who we are, and we will get together with the people that love us, and the people who doesn't, then they can just love somebody else. No. What do you think, Marina?
Yes, Veronica, I was thinking that each one of our listeners could relate to this actually. When I ask somebody what they want to be happy. And I interviewed thousands of people all over the world and 5 different continents. So it came to me as a eureka moment, thinking, oh my God, every single one of us want the same thing.
Yes.
You want happiness. And happiness sounds, like you said, something in a different space, not part of real life. But guess what? Happiness is who you are. happiness is not something you could chase. It's not, this external goal about chasing, making enough money to buy the next house or the next expensive holiday or the next wife or whatever it is that you might want to buy. Happiness is something you work with, is the very fabric of yourself. So finding out what makes you happy is going to bring you success, because I think my mentor, Moen Nawaz, who is the founder of Business Mastery, just said it the other day. And I hope I'm correct in saying this. He said that our happiness will never come from success, but our success will come from happiness.
Totally.
So
Totally.
exactly like you put it so nicely, so beautifully. So it's not easy. It's not just happening to you. Same way bad things are not happening to you, they're happening for you. And
Mm.
everything you create with your inner greatness, everything you give a shot, you give your best energy to it, you put your passion into it. This is who you are, this is who you become, because you are already there, you have it all. You've been the
Mhm.
same person, but you
Yeah.
had to grow into the person who can
Yes. Yes.
deliver value, into the person who can be the best version of yourself, into the person who can inspire other people. So you are the very same person. You
Yes.
always got this, but you did not know how
Exactly. To
how to
use it.
look inside
Yes.
and bring it out. And you have so much of it. You are speaking all over the world. You are on the front magazine of this magazine, of that magazine. You are going to be on the front page of our magazine, Radio World magazine. And it's everybody wants you now because you are out there, and you had the the courage to accept yourself for who you are. You, like myself, we don't care if my English is not perfect. So what? I don't think with an accent. I only speak with an accent. And I know what I bring. What I bring at the table is not something that is even, you could even put a price on it. It's priceless. And I'm working on bringing more and more each day. And each day I compete with myself, actually each hour. Right now, after having this great conversation with you, Veronica, I feel that I'm better than before, better than half an hour ago, because I only compete against myself.
Totally. That's what I was going to say, Marina. I'm gonna tell something that I was driving from Amsterdam one time with a friend of mine, and we were, I love talking about these subjects and how be, um, ourselves and how to improve ourselves. So my friend said to me, "Oh, Veronica, you know what? This girl asked me that how can you be now where you are, because she doesn't understand how you have done it, and she feels really like how can she manage to do it, because she feels really upset about it." And I'm like, I was just like, what? Yeah, yes. And I said, well, first of all, and then she said to me, and I said to her that she shouldn't be comparing with you. She should compare with someone of her level. So I was just like wondering and thinking, I said, darling, I think you're mistaken too, because the only person that she have to compare is with herself, what she have done last year, what she have done yesterday. And I assure you, if you turn around and see who she was yesterday, she will be pleased and happy to see where she is today and who she is today. So we cannot ever compare to anyone, because we are all totally different and we achieve our goals in a different ways. And what it works for me, maybe it doesn't work for you, or maybe it does and even better. So the thing is, I have learned that we need to grow in order to be givers, to be to make this world better for everybody. We need to be ourselves to get our talent out there because it's needed. Whatever you do, whatever you are specialized about, and I'm going to tell you another story about it. There was I have a client that I'm not going to call her a client because she's now a really really good friend, because that's what I do. I become friends, like deeply in love with my clients. We are really good friends, and she just grow, and she just wrote a book, and she's helping now a lot of people. And you know what she does? She do bombones. That's in English is chocolates. Chocolates. I don't know how you say that in English. Actually, I'm gonna look for it. But she does all
Candies? Candies?
it kind of candies, but it's these round things called bombones in Spanish. But
Okay.
but she loved it so much to do this kind of desserts, and she's just like amazing with the tasteful things and how she does it and how careful. And she's been traveling around the world to see how the other people does this kind of desserts and things. So she's becoming even better. And when I met her, she was really concerned about, because she started to be a business administrator. Now in that time she was feeling really bad because she was like cooking desserts. So, and I said, what do you mean? If you love that, if you feel like you can become the best in this, why you don't give it to the world? Why you have to think about the rest of the people, that what did you study or not, or if you were a lawyer or if you were a doctor and now you're cooking? If you love cooking, then you're never going to be working anymore in your life because you're going to follow your passion. So for me to look at her now, I was talking today early in the morning with her, how she inspire me, how she makes me feel that I'm doing something great for this world, because she said to me, Veronica, you are my inspiration. And I said to her, you're mine. So this is how we work. Women nowadays, the way we build the world is amazing, because we cooperate with each other and we help each other to grow, and then we make business this way. And I love it. And I love the way I've been becoming, or who I am today, because of the support of different women. So I think this is a kind of movement that there is happening from long time ago, and that we are awakened to this. And it's really important to be aligned, to have the same values, and to contribute with another ones, without any judgmental or envies or nothing like that. Just pure love and pure sentimental. Obviously, and I want to say something. We need to follow our gut feeling. We need to follow our heart, because I was talking in South Africa, because I was in South Africa promoting my ebook, From Fed Up to Fabulous, Marina.
I
So
know. I love that book. Oh my God.
what I was saying is that sometimes we have this kind of people that comes to teach us a lesson, because it's not a really good experience, and maybe we could feel our heart saying like, we don't like this, but okay, I'm gonna do it anyway, and then boom, something happened. So sometimes we don't follow our heart or our guts. But these people is we call it infiltrators, because they come to teach us a lesson and how to become better, and maybe they will go with a lesson as well, of goodness as well. So, and with this, Marina, I would like to make everybody, to accept themselves for who they are, and to know that we all have this really light and brave, how do you say, light, but we have our shadows too, and we need to be conscious about it and work on that, and accept who we are. And if we don't do any damage with these shadows we have to anybody, then accept it and make it better, and make it, we deal with it, because no one is perfect, Marina. No one is perfect. And I want to say nowadays that I'm not perfect at all. And I think it's a really big commitment that I have now in my hands, being everywhere and being speaking to people, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm perfect. I'm way far from perfect, and I just want to help whoever needed to become what they are and feel better, positive way, positive thinking, and giving this value to the world, even though that we're not perfect, because we can do it and we can do it together. As I said, together is better always. Don't you think, Marina?
You know, Veronica, I could listen to you and I relate to you to every single word. A couple of years back, in 2013, I was launching my book in South Africa, and I was very. I had a very strange experience. I had not only an eureka moment, but I had a moment of connecting myself with the universe. What happened at the event where I was speaking? There's supposed to be like 100 people coming, and there were over 1,000, and they were sitting. There weren't enough chairs, and then they made a huge queue to buy my book, and they were borrowing each other's money or something. And I after I sold the first five, I realized that they were their dinner money. They will give their dinner for my book. So I said, you know what? This is wrong. I can't take money from these people. So I gave away over 400 books, and I felt happy. I
Yeah.
felt that that's the right thing to do. And like yourself, I'm not perfect. I'm not rich. I'm just awesome, because you're talking about how people are not perfect. But you know what? I'm not waiting for the perfect moment to come. I'm taking this moment as it is, and I make it awesome.
Yes.
And I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I'm really far from it. I'm working on it, and I'm doing my very best. And bear with me. But I am awesome. And today at Radio World, we call it Awesome Tuesday. It's not just Tuesday. And it's so awesomely awesome because you are here, Veronica, and I could share this with you and you understand what I'm saying, because you've
Totally.
been to South Africa and you've seen how rich these people, poor people are.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from them. And I went to the airport back, and it was in Johannesburg, and they have this waiting time, of course. And I saw this engraved message on the wall with little mosaic saying, if you want to travel fast, travel alone. If you want to travel far, travel together. African proverb. And I read it. It was high up, and I read it, and I don't know if you noticed it, but then I turned around and I seen it again on a different wall. And I turned around and I see it again on a different wall. I'm thinking, what is this following me? So I realized that between the moment I gave away my books and that moment, it was just a chance for me to understand my life mission. And I promised myself that in one way or the other, I'm going to give these people access to what they deserve, because they deserve to be loved. They deserve to be known for their richness. They deserve to be heard. And in my mind, because I had no idea how to, it was not a matter of how, it was a matter of, wow, I'm going to do this. I'm going to deliver this. This is my life mission now. So so I was scared. I was scared because I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to do this. I'm not going to let this be just a dream. I'm going to turn it into a vision, and I'm going to turn it into a reality. And this is the only reality I know, because now people from South Africa, they come on the show. Later on, we have Marily Scott, and she is going to interview a fabulous, fabulous woman. And her story alone is going to change other people's life. And it's happening, is this ripple effect, is the butterfly effect. I don't know what it is the passion. Is the passion, and is like you said, is the lesson. Is the lesson, because there's no losing in life, it's just winning or learning. And learning is more valuable than any winnings, because actually you learn something you did not know about yourself. So it's nothing to do with other people. And this, like sandpaper people, I call them. They come along and they disturb your life. They do something bad to you for you. And you learn something amazing and you become stronger and you
Yeah.
become somebody who is bigger than any challenge. Because the lesson to learn is that there is no challenge bigger than you. But you have to take responsibility for that. You have to say, you know what? I can do this. I can be this person. I can help myself to grow into the person I need to be to help others. And more or less, Veronica, is your story, because you just said it. You travel. You could travel fast traveling alone, but you travel together and you travel far simply because you travel together. And I know some of the women that in the same book, from Fed Up to Fab, and oh God, it's an amazing collection of stories and it's so powerful. And this is what the team, the spiritual team does for you, because you need people to inspire you. There is so much, you already have it all, but what is in short supply is inspiration. Because even when you get motivated and you listen to motivational quote or video, whatever it is, it's like a shower, you need it again and again and again. It doesn't last too long. So, so you need more than that, and more than that is the next level up, which is inspiration. And you are a true inspiration for me personally, Veronica, because the way you are, because of the fabric of Veronica Sosa, and because of the magic of Veronica Sosa, and because of the magic that is coming with your life, and is not something you can Google it. It's not something you can, you really need to be in touch. You have to be um, in in the same room or in the same environment, the same habitat with Veronica Sosa to understand what she is about. And actually, Veronica Sosa is going to be one of our great keynote speakers at the Radio Awards World Awards in London on the 2nd of October. And of course, please get in touch with Veronica, because you know what, Veronica, each time I talk to you, I feel light and happy, and also I feel that my life mantra, which is the sacred secret of living your life with purpose, is sharing the good news.
Yeah.
You are the enforcement of that truth. That's my truth. So sharing you with the world, oh my God, nothing makes me happier, because you, Veronica, you are the greatest news of Awesome Tuesday. And I'm so grateful you are here. What is your key message? What do you want our listeners to go away with today from this Awesome Tuesday and put in their own life and make it happen, make it awesome? What is your key message, Veronica?
Well, Marina, I'm gonna just thank you for your words, because you're gonna make me cry of happiness. Because for me, I feel humble and blessed to just, it's reciprocal, because we're a reflection of each other. Yes, so I'm happy. I'm happy to be sharing this um, fabulous red carpet show in October. So I invite everybody to come and join us there, because we're going to be just learning and growing together. And I'm going to share, I would love to that, the change doesn't come from, like I said, from one day to the other, but you can build it up like going to the gym. It's going to hurt a little bit sometimes, because we are in our comfort zone, but there is something else there. So if you get that doubt, if you think that your life could be different, just give it a try. Just like going to the gym, one step at a time. It's going to hurt a little bit, but you can do it. Because if I could do it, believe you or me, if I could do it and be here, taking responsibility and being aware that who I am, and that the talent that I could have and the empowering that I could give to others, you can do it too. So come on and join us and start today. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Take action because you're going to feel just marvelous. And believe me, I've been there. I've been sad. I've been crying. But nowadays, when I'm a little bit sad, then I put a little bit of music and then all over again. So it's faster. And when you get connected with your spirituality and with yourself, things are easier, smoother because you understand why the things happen. So thank you, Marina. Thank you to everybody who's listening, and you can do it. If I could, you can too.
Wow. Wow, what a message. Our listeners, please, please listen to this again. There are messages within this message, and there is one specific message for you, and it's designed for you. So open your heart, open your mind, and don't don't stay fed up. You heard Veronica. Be fabulous. From both of us, until next time, is goodbye.
Bye.